What is good, ladies and gentle niggas? It is your host, Moonski here, coming at you with some more Bodybag Center coverage all throughout this Ash and Wolves playthrough. But let's not forget where we left off. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's pick up where we left off. Back into this match, match one. Things have been going kind of swell. Ash has been laying it down pretty thick and letting the competition know that he's here and you're going to have to maneuver around me because I'm going to be a fucking problem.
This is Bodybag Center.
Ash attacks one of the rogues from the front. Iron Bow. 17 damage brings him down to 22. Here comes Linhardt from behind with the assist. He heals up. Heals up Claude.
Sorry.
Edelgard with the Iron Axe. Beautiful damage to the rogue. And a level up. All right, Dimitri with a javelin once again just to defend against the archers. Takes out the rogue.
Who's next?
Loving this positioning from Dimitri. He's pushing up. All right, Claude very smart. All right, Byleth moves up. Claude not too behind. He wants to stay out of the range of those archers. And he holds their positioning. Let's see how the enemies are respond. First one attacks Dimitri.
Too slow.
Dimitri with a beautiful dodge. Here comes the next archer. Another attack on Dimitri. He's hit. All right, Claude responds with the Iron Bow. Ash attempts to get rid of the rogue. Right to the body. He responds. Ash is hit. Ash responds. Dimitri mounts himself with an Iron Lance. And he pops a concoction. He's not sure how much damage will come his way. First one that tries to attack Dimitri. Beautiful 12 damage. Dimitri responds with a 30 of his own. Next one responds. Dimitri approaches with the assault troops. All right, the assault troops come forth. 40 damage on Constance. Beautiful, this should be able to delay some of the enemies from attacking and approaching. Hilda with the Iron Axe. Beautiful, cleaning up the Pegasus. Ash going for Constance.
That's how it goes.
Ash taking out Constance. I like the way Ash is playing. He is sending them to the furnace. Through the Ash, he is coming through, laying them down, throwing them arrows up. Here is Claude with the Iron Bow. Opts out of the steel bow. Maybe he didn't want to risk the accuracy fall off. Goes for a more reassuring hit right there. Claude manages to place himself in a position that he might engage with one of this rogue with Abraxas. Hopefully he should be able to dodge it and respond in turn with a good hit. Edelgard comes with the Iron Axe. Gets rid of the Pegasus.
Your defeat was inevitable.
How does the enemy respond? Okay, Yuri is moving up. Here comes the Abraxas.
Too easy.
Beautiful dodge from Claude. And he takes them out. Byleth responds with an assault troop. He wants to stall these enemies funneling in. Beautiful. Now Yuri might be a problem with his silver sword. All right, here's Claude with his mini bow. Decent damage on the rogue. Ash with the Iron Bow once again. Takes out one of the rogues. Dimitri's going for a play. He's actually going for the gambit down the line. He's gonna try to stall Yuri with this gambit.
Don't let them retreat.
Dimitri and Claw tag team up. Let's see if this gambit hits.
Is that all?
Dimitri hits. And Yuri is stalled as well. Huge play. Huge play. All right, Hilda coming through, cleaning up.
Sorry, did I hurt you?
Our beautiful level up from Hilda. All right, Ash with a devastating 16 to the kneecaps. All right, Byleth against.
You fought well.
All right, beautiful cleanup from Byleth. Hilda from the side. Beautiful. And Dimitri with the Night Kneeler. 100% hit. He's going for it.
The body bag.
Beautiful MVP from Ash. He really held it down that match. Ash is the Ash. He's coming through, holding it down. Beautiful arrow play from Ash. He was a very integral part, taking out Happy, taking off and picking off a lot of enemies coming for the team. Ash, honestly, he might be one to look out for throughout the whole season. Okay, story recap. After the battle was wrapped up, it turns out that they all know each other. Like I said, this ain't really the great Gatsby in storytelling. Either way, they all group up and determine that there is another enemy that has been attacking the Abyss. They must find out who they are. As they got settled, an ambush is quickly upon them, and now they must get ready and prepare for the battle to come. Of course, the top dwellers have no clue how things are run down here in the basements, but Yuri, shoutouts to Yuri, catching up to speed, letting know how things are done, and let him know things are under control. As the team gets to know each other, apparently Happy has the ability to summon monsters based on her side. Now, we haven't seen a lot of units like this to just beckon the call of certain enemies like this. She might be a key star unit, if not a key player this season. We'll find out soon enough. But Happy seems like she's got something up her sleeve at all times. Keep an eye on Happy because she got something. We also are learning about Alfric, some type of priest from the church that has allowed a lot of people with safe passage. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like Alfie might seem safe, but he also might have some ulterior motives. They say he's a protector, but I ain't seen him yet. I gotta put my eyes on him. And since I haven't seen him, he might be a problem. Not much for the story. Pretty straightforward. Mercenaries are coming. Take them out. What more could you ask for in a combat simulated strategy game? Alright, so we're back at the base. The team had some time to recoup and get themselves reassessed. As we can see, we're back here with Byleth. He's looking pretty good. He has made some improvements since last match, as well as he has some abilities that should not be overlooked. Now, if we're going to be honest, one of the main things that I think will be in Byleth's favor is this Vantage. Allowing Byleth to go ahead and attack the enemy first when he's less than 50%, that's going to be crucial on the field. So Byleth is always going to make sure that he has the first and the last laugh. We also can't forget about Sword Fair as well as Sword Crit. He's going to be a problem, and I know you've noticed it. He has Killing Edge. That Sword Crit with Killing Edge, he is going to be a certified problem when he's on the field. Now, let's move on. Next up, we have Edelgard. Now, Edelgard has equipped herself with a mace. This should give her some really good attack options when it comes to heavily armored units. This is going to be crucial for a heavy tank like Edelgard. Put her on the front lines, let her melt the heavy units while other enemies pick them off from behind. Edelgard also benefits from Axe Spear. Beautiful. And let's not forget about this weight. Her being a heavy, tanky ass bitch, she's gonna need a little bit off on the edge to move around a little more freely. So this is gonna help her out quite a bit. All right. So Edelgard's looking good. She did level up once again. You know, she's making some progress. The whole team's making progress. Let's keep moving. Up next, we got Dimitri. Now, he played some crucial plays last time. Crucial plays. One of the main things that we made sure to talk about Dimitri is, what do you want to focus on for next match? And he said, listen, my dexterity was a little weak. I could improve a little bit on dexterity, and it looks like in between matches, that's exactly what he went and did. He made sure to get his dexterity up, so now he has +4 dexterity to give him that little extra oomph when on the battlefield. So I'm looking forward to see what he has on the field, and not only that, but it looks like Dimitri also has a Horse Layer. Horse Layer is going to be really good when dealing with mounted units. It's going to be a beautiful thing when you have a mounted unit taking out mounted units, you know? Establish that dominance from early on. Next up, we have Claude Von Regan. Now, I have high hopes for him. High hopes, because I feel like he has what it takes to be a threat on the battlefield. He just needs the time, the work, the dedication, and the application of himself. Now, he has the mini bow on deck, iron bow, steel bow, but he also now has an axe. So now he actually has some melee options to actually complement his axe sphere, him being on the wyvern. So that's going to be really well. Also, dexterity was definitely lacking last time. He also went up and got his dexterity up as well as his axe prowess, just to make sure that he actually has a little extra oomph on the field. So he traded those out for some other ones, one being by battalion. So it looks like Claude is not really going to be focusing more on battalion play, but more so focusing on how he's able to get these hits off and his accuracy, which is a trade-off, but I believe it's a bet that he's betting on himself. And what better bet than betting on yourself, can it be? We have Hilda. Now, Hilda didn't really have the best performance last time, but I believe that is just due to circumstance. She played her role, and sometimes on the field, you gotta play your role for the greater good of the team rather than showing out, you know? And I think Hilda will have her day. You know, she will have her day. One thing we can't forget, and honestly, this is one of her beautiful perks, Advocate. She's buffing males on the field. She's buffing males, 3 extra damage. Sometimes your teammate might not have that confidence on the field. Place Hilda right next to them, they get that confidence. We love to see that. We love to see that axe sphere, axe crit, beautiful. And honestly, as long as she just continues down this path and playing her role, we're not gonna have any problems. No problems whatsoever. We got some new drafts on the team. We have Yuri Leclerc coming on the field. He is a trickster. Can we just take a look at that speed? He looks like he is going to be a tough one to hit. Beautiful dexterity as well. Strength and luck is up there as well. So he is going to be one that you have to keep your eye on. Now, he has something called Honorable Spirit. If a unit that is not near an ally grants +3 attacks in combat with a full 1 space away. All right, so this seems like he might be a lone wolf, but he seems like he can handle his own. Oh, but can we talk about this Lucky 7 ability that Yuri has? Now, Lucky 7 seems to grant +5 stats towards strength, magic, speed, defense, resistance, hit, or avoidance. Now, that sounds amazing. To have a randomized buff to either of the stats that are beneficial on the field, that sounds like it is going to be quite the boon for Yuri in his pocket, all right? He seems like he's going to be one to look out for. He has some Nosferatu, he has some magic on deck, he has some sword play, so he's physical and magical on the same field. He also has this Lost Relic, all right? Increases movement and allows unit to move again and may have damage, all right? So he's all about a gamble. He's a trickster. They're all about gambles. He seems like he's going to be quite the ally to have on the team. We're looking forward to see what Yuri has in store. And up next, we have Balthus coming through. Now, I'm looking at his stats, defense, his dexterity, his speed. They all leave a lot to be desired. But that strength, that seems to make up a lot of the downsides that what Balthus has. He seems like he is here, similar to Hilda, he is here to lay down damage, and all he really needs to do is get 1 shot off, and he is good. All right, we're gonna see what Balthus can do. We got another heavy hitting unit on the field. All right, he has King's Grappling, grants strength defense when HP is 50%. So as he starts getting a little more damage taken, he starts hitting a lot harder. So we're gonna look forward to that. He might be more of a character that you might want to play into that. All right. Unarmed combat allows the unit to fight without a weapon. He's gonna scrap regardless. We actually have a First Strike exclusive. We have Balthus on the phone. Balthus, how do you feel about the competition?
I beat the shit out one of these niggas, right? Straight up. Niggas don't want to fight, no.
Always a pleasure to have you on. All right, moving on. Also, one thing to really be mindful of, it is always a beauty to have a character with a rallying strength. A character that can also help out not just himself, but his teammates is a valuable character in my eyes. Balthus with rallying strength, giving any character the ability to have +4 strength, given it the chance, that sounds beautiful to me. I'm looking forward to see what Balthus got. He seems to be a powerhouse. Going to be very careful about how he's going to be on the field and placements when it comes to his defense, his resistance, his speed, but I think he'll make up for it. Next, we have Constance. Now, look at that magic. Look at that dexterity. So now, Constance is a dark flyer. This is a very unique class, and she's going to add something very valuable on the field when it comes to her magical prowess as well as her mobility. Having Kanto, that's going to be amazing for her to be firing off all these magical spells, as you see right here. Fire, bolting. I didn't avoid the other ones because I don't know how to fuck pronounce any of these shits. But to be able to throw out any of these spells and then retreat back into the back lines, that seems like to be very valuable. All right. Can we also talk about this transient? If a unit is hit with a magic attack during the enemy's phase, it grants +3 to all units until the next player phase ends. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing for Constance. She's going to be quite the character that she's going to play and gel with a lot of characters on the team. I'm liking that team synergy right there. She seems like a beautiful pick, a beautiful trade-off. I love to see that. She is a reason magical user. Dexterity, she has that rally in magic and that rally resistance. That should help on a lot of characters that might be a little lacking when it comes to resistance, and be able to buff up characters like Linhardt, who's also on the field with their magical capabilities. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Constance. She's going to hold it down. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And last but not least, this brings us to Happy. Happy is a Valkyrie. Love to see it. Look at that magic right there. Magic is looking quite astonishing, if you ask me. Now, she has an ability called Monstrous Appeal. Makes all attacks effective against monsters and makes it easier for monsters to target units. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. Happy is making me happy. I like the sound of that. She has black magic range and dark magic range, so increased range of her abilities, all right? She has rally dexterity for +8, that is amazing, as well as uncanny blow. If a unit initiates combat, 30 more accuracy on that bitch. All right, that was first strike. Let's see how this battle is going right now. All right, so it looks like the team is split off into 2 parts. It looks like Yuri and his team are dead set in the center right here, as well as Byleth and his team all the way tucked away in the bottom right-hand corner. So it looks like it might be a 2-pronged flanked attack. We're going to see how this is going to be able to help this team out, and we're going to see how they're able to deal with 2 attacks on multiple fronts. Some adjustments were made to the team. Claude is now rearing out the back, as well as Dimitri. Those extra movements is really going to benefit them being in the back and pushing up characters that may not have the most movement to really engage into that battle as soon as possible. All right, we seem to have Edelgard, Hilda, and Ash leading the front lines. We can probably see Dimitri switching around with Ash just so he's able to hit that front lines. I think the team is ready. I think they're ready. All right, Dimitri and Byleth seem to be placing themselves on a nice blockade to prevent these enemies from coming in and doing any extra damage. Edelgard seems to be blocking off the stairway. This should be able to funnel the enemies in a nice, orderly manner. Claude needs to be mindful of those archers. They can be the end of him if he is not careful. Linhardt with the high ground wants to attack with a Cutting Gale. Here comes Linhardt. Cutting Gale. 25 damage for the free. Ash following Linhardt's lead. He's trying to pick off the enemies before they even get to the field. Ash with another crit starting off this match. I'm telling you, Ash Ubert is a fucking problem. When Ash starts raiding, you know it's gotta be fires. All right, Balthus is entering the field with the steel gauntlets right now. He's going. All right, here's Balthus. First hit, 22. Next hit. Balthus is making a name for himself. He has nothing to scoff at. Bullion in the pockets, bringing home that bacon. All right, Happy attacking with the high ground, going for the miasma. Here's Happy from downtown. It's good. 100% accuracy. Happy's looking pretty good on the field. Beautiful hit, and she retreats back. All right, Yuri goes ahead and takes on both of the rogues up here. And let's see what Constance is going to do. It looks like Constance is actually going to rally and buff up Balthus. He's going to need all the defense and magical prowess he can get. And then Constance retreats back. Let's see how they respond. First will come to Dimitri. Okay, beautiful dodge from Dimitri. Another punch. Dimitri takes 4 damage. He responds with 20 of his own. And a level up from Dimitri. HP, what a beautiful level up. If Dimitri continues these gains, we're not gonna have any problems. All right, coming up to Byleth. Beautiful dodge from Byleth. Another dodge from Byleth. 9% chance of hitting. Byleth with a crit. Byleth is in his ass. He is ripping up another cheek. And the cheek is out, and a level up on top of it. Byleth, what do we got? Speed, luck, charisma. Archer coming through, attacking Hilda. Fires in the air, 79% chance. Hits Hilda right in the kneecaps. Rogue comes up. Edelgard eats that. She whiffs. All Edelgard needs to do is just hold off the line. She doesn't really need to hit. She just needs to hold off the enemies. An enemy tries to roll up on Balthus. 26 damage. Balthus is with a punch. Now that hit on Balthus might be crucial. Okay, if they hit, 47% chance of hitting. Hits him. He's at 6%. Balthus is looking very weak. Balthus is not looking great right now. Beautiful dodge from Yuri. Yuri responds, annihilating them. Beautiful play from Yuri. That is my boy. That is my man. Holding it down. They attack him again. Why are they trying Yuri? Why do they do it? He is at 1 HP. Yuri, please let them live. Yuri is not taking anyone back alive. He wants everyone gone. Nobody is coming back in this sequel. All right, here is Happy coming through. Happy to take care of all the stragglers. Happy with the assist. Happy taking him down. Beautiful, beautiful. It looks like Linhardt is trying to go for a physics on Balthus. Linhardt with the downtown Wi-Fi heals. All right, this puts Balthus back in the game. He's gonna go for a steel gauntlet. He wants to get rid of this fighter right here. Whips his attack. He goes again, another punch. All right, they respond, 47% chance hitting. Beautiful dodge, and Balthus cleans it up. All right, here is Constance. Can Constance hit? Constance with the fireball. Beautiful. She sticks to her fundamentals. I like her form. She's coming in, throwing those fireballs. She's doing a lot of practicing out here, and I can see it. It's showing. It's showing. Her work ethic is showing right now. And it looks like Yuri is not done being hungry. What a glutton for damage. Once again, Honorable Spirit will play into Yuri's advantage, being able to be out on his own and still being surrounded by damage. He's never truly alone, is he? He's gonna hold the line, draw out and aggro that rogue right there. Claude comes from behind. He wants to get rid of. All right, Claude from behind wants to do damage to the rogue. Damage right to the navel. Good damage from Claude. Claude tries to regroup with Team Ashton Wolves. All right, Dimitri with the steel ants, 80% chance to hit. He hits. Now, Dimitri being smart enough not to aggro and engage with that rogue, as the rogue is currently targeting Yuri. He wants him to attack Yuri. Yuri's gonna hold him down. He's gonna be able to put some decent damage on his head top. Ash circles around. He wants to put damage on this rogue right here. Steel bow on the rogue. He fires. It hits, of course. Ash is not missing any of his marks right now. All right, Byleth coming for the sniper. One slash. He's going to go through and a crit. Byleth is a critting machine. Byleth, please.
Chance to grow.
And it turns out that neither Hilda or Edelgard will advance in their position. They're going to hold their position, fend off this rogue, allow the rogue to attack Edelgard. Hilda doesn't really want to move to really aggro that rogue up ahead, so they're going to end their turn. Enemy phase, let's see how this goes. Enemy approaches Yuri with a gambit attack, 30% chance of hitting. They all charge Yuri, and they miss. Yuri dodging them left and right. They assault on Edelgard, taking up that 2 damage. She whiffs. 31%. She's gonna have a really hard time getting these hits off. All right, Balthus approaches Linhardt. Linhardt approaching Balthus for the assist. He goes for the heal, wants to heal up Balthus back to full health.
Oh, yeah.
Balthus is looking back to healthy. Love to see it. Now, enemy reinforcements are set to come through, so Ash wants to regroup just in case enemy reinforcement comes and catch Linhardt and Balthus out of position. Claude comes from behind. Claude wants to take out this rogue assassin. He fires, shoots, and they're down.
Never underestimate an outsider.
Good cleanup from Claude and some money in the bag. Here's Happy coming from behind. She whittles him down. Good damage from Happy. Look at the form. She's not missing her shots. Yuri's coming around for the flank attack. Iron Sword. That should finish him off. Love to see it. Yuri is claiming a lot of bodies right now. Yuri and Happy. All right, and here's the reinforcements coming in droves. All right, enemies are coming through in numbers. Yuri's coming up this way to try to meet up with Constance. I think that's going to be it for our time today, but don't touch that dial. We'll be back with you with some more Fire Emblem goodness. We're going to see just how well these teams played out. Will they survive? Who will come out on top? And who, at the end of the day, will solidify their name amongst the gods? I'm your host, Moonski. Enjoy the rest of your day.